Hi everyone, so in today's video I'm going to show you how to make this pop-up 3D card. Now I've used the bear and the greeting from Warm and Toasty, but for today I'm going to be using Gnome for the holidays. All the products I'm using today are available in my online shop, which you can get to from my website at www.applelover53.co.uk. There is a shop now button, or you can click on the Stampin' Up tab and go down to shop now that way as well. So this card is, I'm calling it a pop-up fun fold. So you can see it's definitely, three-dimensional, but it does fold flat and fits in a regular UK A6 envelope. If you own a ScanNCut, there is a ScanNCut cut file available in my cutting file shop, again on my Apple Lover 53 website. But this is for anybody that doesn't have a ScanNCut, but has a scoreboard or a scoring blade in a trimmer. So what you're going to need for this is 2 pieces of balmy blue cardstock, one which is 4 1/8 by the length of A4. So basically this was a piece of A4 cardstock which I chopped straight down the middle on the short side. You need a piece that's 6 by 3. You need 2 pieces of Night of Navy, one at 3 7/8 by 5 5/8, and one at 3 3/4 by 2 3/4. On this one I've used Whisper White and I've embossed it with the snowflake. I think it's called Winter Snowflake, something like that, embossing folder. But I'm going to be using the beautiful Speciality flocked vellum for this one. So but the size that you need would be 3 5/8 by 5 3/8, and then you need a piece of Whisper White which is 3 1/2 by 2 1/2, and then obviously scraps for whatever you're putting on the front of your actual front panel. Okay, so I'm bringing in the bigger piece of balmy blue, and the first thing I'm going to do is score it at 5 7/8, which is basically half the size of our UK card. Then I'm going to score it at 9 5/8 and 11 1/8. And then for the smaller piece, which is 6 by 3, I'm going to put it in the Simply Scored on the 6-inch side, and I'm going to score it at 1/2 inch and at 2 inches. And that's all there is. So I'm just going to bring in my bone folder and I'm going to fold and burnish on these score lines. So that's your front panel. And then this is the actual base of the card. So your card is basically going to go together like this, but what you need to do, you need to put your backing piece in here. So on this one, as I say, emboss the white section with the Winter Snow embossing folder. But for this one, I'm going to use a Speciality vellum. So I'm just going to bring in my navy blue panel and my flocked paper and stick this down. And I'm just applying a little bit of the dry adhesive on the back of where the flocking is, so that you probably, hopefully, won't see the adhesive coming through. Then I'm just going to turn this over and apply this panel to the inside of the back, like so. And then you need to stick this down. Now what I would do, have your card at its full length, fold in this 1/2 inch flap, and I would use a good strong adhesive. So I'm going to use some Tombow for this. You don't want to put too much on it because you don't want it oozing out, but you want it to stick. And then the easiest way to do this is, you've got the fold where you've glued, and then you've got the other fold. So just to recap on this, you've got your A4 length of card. I scored at 5 7/8. It should be 7 3/8. Then 9 5/8 and 11 1/8. So I'll just burnish on that extra line. I thought it didn't look right, but I couldn't work out what I was missing. So now on the 1/2 inch side, I'll just apply a little bit more glue again there because that's started to dry. So basically what you want to do, you want to fold. This is the halfway point of your card. And this is the 3rd fold. So you've got 1, 2, 3, and then that's your halfway. Fold on the 3rd score line, tuck the flap in and press that down and hold. And then when the glue's taken hold, you can pop the card up and it will sit. And that's what it's looking like. So now you need to bring in your front panel and apply glue on this tab again. So bring in your base element and fold it down so that you've only got 2 sections showing. Don't fold it up like this so you've got the smaller section on the bottom. You want the smaller section on the top and the bigger section on the bottom. Fold in where you've put the adhesive, line it up centrally to the front of your card and glue it down. And it's got to be flush with the bottom of your card. Then lift up this front flap and put some adhesive along the bottom here on the underside. Bring this back over and fold it flush. And that's the base of your card made. So now when you lift this up and just burnish your creases, that is your basic card. So it's just a case of decorating it up now. So I've got my 2 panels. I've already stamped and fussy cut my gnome and coloured it in. I'm just going to bring in some Night of Navy. And I've got A Little Christmas Wish, which is in the stamp set. I'm just going to stick this panel to the front of the Night of Navy. Okay, so I'm going to use some 3D foam, some dimensionals, and put them on the back of the little gnome. Pop him up on here, and then this is ready to stick on the front, and I'm going to stick this flat. And that's how it's looking. Obviously you could add a bit of bling if you want, whatever you want to do. So that's the one with the vellum in the background. As I say, it will fold flat and fit in a regular UK A6 envelope. And that's the one done using the warm and toasty. So I hope you liked the video. Please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel at AppleLover53 if you don't already do so. If you use Instagram, you can also follow me on AppleLover53 ScanNCut. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.